I am not a man, I am an idea, and ideas are bulletproof.
Hello YouTube. I was going to make a Thoughts from Places video today, but then I didn't, because I'm a bad YouTuber. But I will make one over the next couple of days, I promise. In the meantime though, I'm going to read you a poem, YouTube. Yay, excitement! I'm going to read you my favourite poem. Gets out big poem book. Now let's see if we can actually find it. This is awkward. Here we go. Crossing the bar. Sunset and evening star, and one clear call for me, and may there be no moaning of the bar when I put out to sea. But such a tide as moving seems asleep, too full for sound and foam, when that which drew from out of the boundless deep turns again home. Twilight and evening bell, and after that the dark, and may there be no sadness of farewell when I embark. For though from out our bourne of time and place the flood may bear me far, I hope to see my pilot face to face when I have crossed the bar. So that was by Tennyson, and it's my favourite poem ever written. Yes, I know, Jack likes poetry, isn't he sad? Ha ha ha. But really, I think it's brilliant. The first reason I love it is because Tennyson is very open about his wishes for this poem. Now you read a lot nowadays about the death of the author and how the author's wishes are meaningless when compared to the reader's, but Tennyson was really clear about what he wanted. In fact, in every collected edition of Tennyson's poems, Crossing the Bar has always been the last poem in the book. Always. Whether you get one in New York, or Shanghai, or London, it's always going to be the last poem. And I find that really interesting. Did he sit there and think, I'm going to write a poem about my own death, and then make sure that everyone put it as the last poem in the book, just so the significance could be hammered home? Or did he write it and let it evolve, and then think, this might work better if it's the last poem in the book? Usually when you think about death, it's not very pleasant. I can't say I've experienced much death in my life, but something that's always struck me about Tennyson, and particularly this poem, is how human he is when confronting it. He doesn't paint a picture of death as a beautiful thing, he likens it to a sandbar, which could potentially sink his boat. Okay, so it's not the Grim Reaper, but it's not far off. But it's not difficult to imagine that boat sailing on and into the sunset over a peaceful lake. And here's where Tennyson comes into his own. He doesn't paint a picture of death that frightens him, or anyone else reading the poem. Rather, he paints a picture of death that gives us hope at the end of a volume that contains some pretty dark shit. And so that's why I love this poem. Because death is one of the scariest things we can confront. And Tennyson confronts it. And more than that, he doesn't try to overcome it. Rather, death welcomes him, like an old friend. Thanks for watching.